Hello and welcome to yet another dimension. I am Jeremy, the hip hop head, and this is
this is
Andrew, the one man bandstand, because he's the music man.
I do play a lot of music.
You
That's
see?
true.
You see? Look,
I do play a lot of instruments.
it's factual stuff I'm saying to you about.
That is factual.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is going to be our second album review, and it's a big occasion.
Remember when we were gonna review an album every week? That never happened.
Anyways, our second review. Let's
yeah.
not talk about the past. Let's talk about the present.
Right.
And presently, we have a new album by Kendrick Lamar.
Miles Morales and the Big Spiders.
That is the new name of it. No, it's Mr. Morale.
And the Big Steppers.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, that's what it is called. So, I safe to say that's your favorite hip hop artist, right?
I mean, I don't. It probably up there for sure. There's probably a couple contenders. I like old Kanye a lot.
Mm-hmm.
I like Fuji's a lot.
Oh,
so I feel like those probably are up there too. But yeah, I mean, definitely out right now, for sure. I think Kendrick is the best. Yeah, I mean that's
your favorite hip hop album.
Yeah, that's definitely
To Pimp a Butterfly.
This is my vinyl up here.
Oh yeah, I don't have it unfortunately.
Yes, it is my favorite hip hop album. I think it's the most complete hip hop album I've ever heard, and it's just so chaotic and insane.
I
it
love
shouldn't work, and it does, and yeah, it's a masterpiece. Probably in my top 10 of all time, and
he doesn't really listen to hip hop like me.
Not like that, no.
Yeah, so that's saying a lot.
Yeah, it's a triumph, I think, for sure.
I think so too. It's a landmark album of any genre. I think.
For
Not
sure.
just hip hop, but yeah, Kanye. Ooh, I was about to say Kanye. I'm sorry, Kendrick. Kendrick Lamar is one of my favorite going right now.
Yeah.
And I mean, I've since Good Kid, Mad City. I really enjoyed his music, but man, last album, damn.
Yeah.
It's disappointment, unfortunately. There's some good songs on it.
For both of us, I think we felt that way, right?
But most of it is just some of the most cringiest songs he's ever made.
It's a pop album, and so I try to look at it like that. Like, it's not for me.
I don't know,
Can't please everybody.
I like pop, and sometimes, so a lot of that is not for me. So, Love, God...
It's cringy pop music to me. I think Humble is one of the worst songs I've ever heard by him. It's just basic. That's why, and you know what? I'm going to get into more of that on
and
this
this is
album.
the most popular song.
Yeah, it is. So that's why that's why I don't care for Damn. You have To Pimp a Butterfly, which is this experimental, crazy, genre-fusing concept album, and then you just write a whole album of pop songs.
Hey, man,
no connective tissue or anything.
Look, you get one. I get one pass. I'll give him a pass, okay?
Yeah.
But it's been 5 years, right? Since Damn. It's 2022.
5 years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And I don't know if you know this. Yeah, he's had 2 children since then. So I think
I did look up a little bit about that, yeah.
So I did not know that. And actually, I think that's his children and his, I think, girlfriend. Whitney,
on the album?
Yeah,
on the album cover.
Yeah, the album cover.
Sure.
I like it. I like the album cover.
Yeah, it's cool. It's interesting. Yeah.
I think it's kind of goes with the album as well, to me.
I mean, the whole, I'd say the thesis of this album, the connected theme, if there is one, is family. Mm-hmm. So, to put that front and center on the album cover, it makes sense.
And he's wearing the crown, savior.
Yeah.
Try to be the savior. Okay. So that is, I mean, I was, anticipating this album a lot. I didn't realize it was coming out, and I was excited for it.
Yeah, we were kind of surprised.
Yeah,
we were just sitting
a
around
week
the other
ago.
day, and you were like, oh, he's got an album coming out. I was like, what?
I was like, damn.
Because there's no marketing, and he didn't release these singles, which is also kind of interesting.
Except for Heart Part 5.
But that wasn't even on the album.
Yeah, but that was a great song, I think.
That was cool.
It's like a letter to the fans, kind of.
Yeah. I guess I didn't even know he did that for every album.
Yeah, he does.
I didn't even hear that. I've never heard any of those, but yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah. So, let's talk about Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. So, overall, I enjoyed the album way more than Damn. I like it.
Easily.
I like, I think it starts good. And then, a little wanes a little bit towards the middle, and then it's really strong.
Yeah, that's how I feel,
Do you feel... Okay, all right.
I think, the opening 2 songs are really good. Mm-hmm. It starts to get into the poppier territory. And then I think there's a couple... I'll get some... I think We Cry Together, I think that's a really strong point in the album. It's in, the center. But everything around We Cry Together, just so many weak spots to me. A lot of tracks. And I have a list of my weakest tracks. But I think you're right. By the time this gets to, the second half of Disc 2, man... it is fucking great.
Yeah,
and I was
agree.
like, I think some of the best Kendrick Lamar songs I've ever heard are like
Took
the
words
last.
out of my brain. That's what I said.
The last like third of the album for sure.
Yeah, I just like two main criticisms. Like his so I don't understand why everybody does this. Why does every rapper need to sing now? I know. Look, some of it works for me, but some of it it's just like I don't. It's just too much of the singing from him. It's all right sometimes, but I like him rapping way more. That's just me.
I don't think he's that good of a singer either.
No, it doesn't really need to be that good of a singer, but he just does it way too much on this to me.
I didn't even really notice it too much.
Mm-hmm. I noticed it. Because like me, I can just listen to hip hop albums and just know singing. Like I'd rather just be like a featured artist, and they do have a lot of featured artists. On this.
Yeah.
But yeah, it kind of bothered me. Some of the features were weaker than others. And it's just too long. Like, and we could have just shaved some of the songs.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, it didn't really need it because this is like almost as long as To Pimp a Butterfly.
Yeah, and it's like an hour 13. So.
And like that felt necessary. This doesn't.
Yeah, I think this one. I mean, like almost front to back. There might be some songs I think that are weaker than others, but it's pretty strong.
Yeah.
And this one, yeah, I agree totally. There's like probably 4 songs in this album that you can just cut completely, and the quality won't get down at all.
Yeah, and I mean, they have like I think all songs have like a theme to it, but it's not like the song is just not strong enough to justify it to be on the album.
It's not
worth
it.
And it's just like Kendrick Lamar. I know he's like really intense with the album making and like the concept and the themes, so I know it matters to him. Because, I mean, it doesn't, most artists just make fucking playlists these days. So, yeah, let's get back to the album. So do you want to talk about just bass? Like, what's your impressions of the album?
Yeah.
You listened to it 3 times, right?
Sure, yeah. I never really feel like I get a good impression of an album just listening to it once ever. Like, so I always give it at least, like, 2 or 3 listens. And, yeah, I think the first listen, I was kind of like, it was fine. Mm-hmm. It was a fine album. The second time, I liked it a lot more. I think because I always try to just experience it first, and with Kendrick, you have a lot of lyrics, and it's just something that's kind of like, I feel like I need a PhD sometimes to just take it all in.
I just gotta read it,
analyze it
word for word.
Yeah, you kind of do. Mm-hmm. So I focused a lot more second time on the lyrics, and I liked it a lot more when I could actually just like focus on the music and listen to it rather than just having it like on while I'm working or something. The third time I still liked it pretty much the same. I think I have most of the same criticisms, which is good. It's like a consistency, and I feel the same way a lot about You Do. Just so many tracks. I just wish they would have cut them or made them more interesting. You know, if they're gonna do all these songs, it's not even that the lyrics are all bad, but just the delivery. I think the
lyrics are just on point most of the time.
Yeah, it's just the delivery. It's just like I don't really like poppy shit, and there's a lot of I know he's trying to balance it all. He's trying to be popular, and he's trying to be an artist, and I think that you kind of have to do those pop songs in order to do that. And so maybe I'll give him a pass because
I like some of the popular stuff. I know you don't like it, but I do like the popular songs that he makes sometimes. So not from Damn though. No,
Damn. And there's a lot of echoes of Damn on this album to me.
You think so? Yeah.
I'm gonna talk about which ones in particular make me feel that way.
I want to guess what songs you like.
He has a guess too.
I wrote it down.
But I do think like overall, and especially towards like the last half of this album, I was just like, damn.
Yeah.
It was emotionally intense. It really was. And I was just, I was taken aback by how much I was feeling.
It's very revealing.
It is.
What he talks about.
I was surprised. And that's why I was surprised. He saves it all for the last half of the album. Like, you would have sucked me in right away if you put this in the front. Maybe that's the point. I
actually like that it's at the end. I think it's like, I like the emotional impact at the end of albums. That's just me.
No, I do too. And you know what? It's cool to make it climactic. And I think, it pays off for sure. But I feel like I got to listen to, if I listen to this album front to back, I got to listen to all the bullshit to get there.
That's why you skip it.
I'm at the point, I want to make my own playlist.
That's what I do.
This album, but better. Like, cut the tracks that I don't like on it.
Yeah, I mean, that should have just been, like, B-sides, you know?
Yeah.
Or, like, you know, like the EP afterwards, like he did with To Pimp a Butterfly. He had, like, extra songs.
I think he doesn't even think of them as extras, because I think he thinks now he's like, I'm a popular guy, I gotta make pop songs, or maybe he likes pop music, maybe he wants to make that too, maybe he wants to be all of it, and that's fine. If that's him, I think he's much better on what can I say this word?
Introspective?
Eccentric.
Oh, eccentric?
Why was it so hard for me to say? The eccentric hip hop that I think he gets into of like experimenting. He does a lot of that in this album. There's a lot of songs of like, there's just things I've never heard in hip hop before. And it was really interesting. Or I've heard and it's done very rarely. Or it was done a long time ago. And I'll get into specifics when
nothing
I
really
get there.
surprised me in terms of production. I just think it was really good.
It was really good. It was cool. Yeah. So I like when he leans more into that side of like trying to innovate or be interesting and different. Lyrically, he's always there, so I never worry about that. So overall,
he's never been lacking in that. It's more like the production and like the actual song structure and all that. What's it about?
I think he does a lot of that the poppy shit on purpose. I think he tries.
I think
to
he just look at this point. I think he just likes doing it.
I do, yeah, I do too.
Because he doesn't have to. He doesn't have to do it. He's probably the biggest, other than like the other big guys.
Yeah, he released the album without like hardly any marketing, no singles, because he knows he can get away with that now, which is cool.
Yeah, so I know he doesn't care about that. He likes doing it.
Yeah.
So overall, you enjoyed it.
I think it's good.
I mean, I guess we just have similar, but we're gonna get into like more like what songs we dislike more. I think I might like it more than you though.
Maybe. I think if you like Kendrick Lamar, you're gonna love this album.
Oh yeah.
I think because it has
it's better than his last one.
Oh, definitely. Much better than Damn. And I think what's cool about it is it even has callbacks to Damn. It has callbacks to Butterfly. It's callbacks to everything. I think it's just kind of like a
amalgamation.
Like everything he's done throughout his career. I see pieces of it here, along with some new stuff too. So, so it's definitely a very good album. It's not. He's back to form. I think it's like
thank God. Yes, yeah. I was concerned for a little bit, but once I seen the double album, I was like, okay, he's not going to fuck
up a little bit. Yeah,
because this is just as long as To Pimp a Butterfly. You can't just bullshit at that.
No.
Okay. No. So we're gonna go into spoilers. That's what it feels like. So that's our overall impressions. We're gonna get deep into this album.
Yeah, but if you like Kendrick, I mean, if you haven't already listened to it, if you're like one of those people living under a rock, But definitely give it a listen. It was a great album. Give it a couple listens. Let it sink in.
Oh, you said great.
Look, I think
not
it's great.
Good.
Look, I think there's a lot of parts that I'm gonna get into it, man.
Okay.
Let's get those spoilers going.
Because if you wouldn't been like, this album is not good, I would have had to stop.
Oh no, it's definitely good.
All right.
It's definitely very good.
All right. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
All right. So first, I'm gonna guess what song he disliked.
Yes, please do.
All right. So I guess I was wrong with this one. The N95 song.
I like that one.
Okay, yeah. Okay, we'll talk about it.
It's a little bit poppy, but I think
that's why I was
but you know why I like it? It's just so lyric heavy and it's cool. It's just I felt assaulted the first time I listened to it, but like,
I love that being assaulted in my eardrums,
I felt like the first time I listened to it was intimidating. The first two tracks he's just like bam bam bam, lyric. I couldn't even like I was like, I love just chill.
Bro, that's just chill. I love that.
Well,
I wish I had more of that.
I mean, when I listen to Butterfly, to this day, I hear new shit from him.
Yeah.
And that album came out in 2015, right? Almost 10 years ago. And it's like, I still hear new shit when I listen to it. So it's cool to have that and go back to. And I'm going to probably do that same thing with like N95 and some of the other songs on this album that are very lyric heavy because it's just a lot.
Yeah.
But at first listen, I was like, whoa, slow down.
I'm like,
let me go back to college.
Oh, please.
Get my PhD.
Slap me.
Let me analyze.
Slap me with your beat. Oh.
No, it's a very cool song though. I think that the first song too. What was it called? United in Grief. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, United by Grief. Yeah.
Oh, you were gonna guess the ones I hate, right?
Yeah. Let me do that real quick.
One's wrong.
Die Hard.
Yes, I hate that one.
All right, good. We'll talk about it in a second. Okay. The Rich Spirit.
Yeah, I hate that one too.
Okay, yeah,
good guess.
And
I don't hate any of these.
Yeah,
I dislike them.
Like
I think compared to the rest of the album, they're weaker. If you would have cut them, it would have been better.
I heard the song. I was like, this is not a song Andrew would like as much as the others.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to guess. Silent Hill.
Yep.
Yeah,
It's another one, man.
I knew it. And one more. Savior.
No, I actually like that one.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I didn't put that in my like faves or my least faves, so I felt kind of neutral.
Okay.
But yeah, that one was okay. I like that one.
All right, let me guess one more then.
Right.
Count Me Out then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, good guesses.
I knew it.
Good guesses.
I knew it. Go ahead.
And you know why?
Why?
They sounded really basic to me.
They are pretty basic.
And songs. But there's one also you didn't list on here. And I was ashamed to say I didn't like it because it has an appearance from Ghostface Killah.
Oh, you didn't like that song?
Purple Hearts.
Yeah.
I did not like that song at all.
Okay.
It just felt too boring. I just didn't... I mean, compared to like the visceral emotion, because it follows We Cry Together, right?
Yes.
Which is just like...
That should have just ended the
fucking
first album.
Intense. And then you just end it with like, you end it with that shit. It just felt lame in comparison, and it felt weird and out of place too, because like, that Purple Hearts is a lot more like intimate and kind of nice, and it's right next to like a really toxic relationship depiction, and We Cry Together.
It's a weird place.
It's a weird juxtaposition.
I think maybe like in the later of the album, or maybe earlier.
Yeah,
but not like
when he's getting reflective and introspective, it would have been more appropriate. But even then, I don't like the song
at all. Yeah, okay.
I wish I did. It was fine. Like all the songs are fine. I don't think any song on this is like cringe-inducing or anything.
Yeah, like
but
Love
I'm just saying,
and God, that is cringe-inducing.
Yeah,
just like his previous
Love is
songs.
pretty bad. But like when I listen to like the rest of this album, the ones that stick out to me, they just pale in comparison. That's what I mean when I say these are my least favorites. So yeah, there's good parts of like every song. I think lyrically he's good throughout. But yeah, you guessed most of my least favorites correctly.
I know you, man.
Because I don't like that basic hip hop beat that I hear like with all the hip hop artists that are out there today, like Drake and shit. It's all the fucking same. I hate that. It's really minimalist and boring, especially when he's got all this other stuff on this album. You put that in comparison, it just looks so much weaker.
It does look weaker,
and that's why I don't really like it.
I like some of the songs probably more than you, but like some of those are like eh.
Yeah.
So guess
your least favorite?
Yeah, least favorite.
Well, you said Die Hard. Good.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Die Hard.
No, Die Hard. You know what? It's fucking lame.
Yeah, we'll talk. Let's go through it. It is lame. But...
And then another one you didn't like.
Yeah, one more that I really just like. I guess it's two more. I think it's just
two
like
more.
Weak, really weak to me.
Purple Hearts.
Purple Hearts. No, I can't hate a song that has Ghostface Killer in it. I'm not legal.
Silent Hill.
I like Silent Hill.
Man, I don't even know.
I don't like Savior, man.
Oh, you don't?
No, the beat. I don't not like that beat. The second half, I don't like it.
I don't really remember what it went like in the second half.
It's like some crushing like it just doesn't sound right with the song. I like the lyrics though.
Yeah, the lyrics are cool.
Yeah, and they kind of ruins it. Unfortunately, I was so fucking pissed.
That's one of the albums. Like when you were mentioning it, you thought it'd be my least favorite. It just kind of like just fell under the. I just forget about it.
Oh really?
I don't think it's bad, but I don't think it's good. It's just like I just forget about it.
Okay, is that like the song you thought you? Are you talking about like that's the song like you'd be surprised that you liked?
No, there's another one on here. I don't think it.
Okay.
You would guess that I like it, but I actually really do.
Let's get to the step by step, track by track.
Yeah, let's just get into it, man. Let's get into spoilers.
So, United by Grief. I love this song.
Yeah, I love. Yeah, I think the start of this album was really great. I think it just gets it gets right into it, and already I was kind of like, all right, I like this way more than Damn.
Yeah,
it's so already more interesting. You know, it starts off like
Grief different. And then, like that super fast drum beat, and then the piano at the end. Boom! Oh, at the end is so fucking great. I love that. Yeah, and the rapid fire lyrics, man. I can't even go by. I mean, he says so much. I
can't quote anything yet. I haven't
just
listened to it enough. I only listened to it 3 times.
But like, just the sound of it is great.
Yeah,
I think he's talking about like he's grieving through like the way he deals with grief is through like buying cars and like materialism. So that's like a little bit what he's talking about.
Yeah,
it's great. Yeah,
it's a lot to dissect and. I would love to do a deep dive sometime, but I haven't listened to it enough yet.
I know.
But it's very good, for sure.
So in 95, I also love this song. It's more of a popular song, but I think this is the best, like, I guess, pop song or, like, you know, more accessible. I thought it was really good. It's, like, hard-hitting. In 95 is, like, the mask that you wear for, like, you know, COVID. And all that.
I wasn't wondering what that was.
I looked it up. I had to look at it. I was like, in 95, what does that mean? Yeah, so that he's like talking like once you take off the bag or like the clothes, like what are you ugly as fuck? I thought it was funny.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah,
you should check out the video. The video is very interesting. The music video.
There's a video for it?
Yeah, it's pretty. I think it just came out today or yesterday.
Oh, okay. No wonder I haven't seen it.
Yeah. So yeah, I thought it was very interesting. What you think of the song?
Yeah, no, I feel the same way. It is popular, and I can see why you think I might not like it as much. I don't like.
I'm not surprised though.
Yeah, I don't like it as much as some of the other songs on the album, but like it's a great song. It's very much like you said, it's intense. There's a lot to dissect there, and I like the overall message of being like, you know, who you are. Do you live up to what you present yourself to be and all that? It's interesting. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
So that's a great. I guess it's a single now.
You know what? I kind of like a lot of this album too. Like with Damn, I felt there was a lot of like confidence and optimism, and I just hate that. I like when people hate themselves or question themselves. At the very least,
he does this a lot, but
that's what I like.
But at the end. he like he chooses himself. I like the progression.
Oh yeah, but there's a difference between choosing yourself and liking yourself, and then just being cocky and not seeing the problems. And I think like when you just and especially with somebody like Kendrick, who like addresses all the issues that he has and people he knows have like on that album, like he goes back to that in this. And I think N95 is where it first.
Oh, we're gonna talk about that towards the end of the album. I can't wait to talk.
Oh yeah, the last half is
so
great. Yeah.
So Worldwide Steppers, I love this song as well.
I'm trying to remember what this one went like.
Okay, yeah, it's hard
because a lot of it, like I just like
you just listen to.
Yeah,
it's like that. Kind of goes like that, and then I don't know. He's just going off. Like my genetic build can build multiverses, silent murderers, and he's going off. Like he's talking about like I guess also he was talking about like how the first time he fucked a white bitch.
Oh yeah,
and, like kind of like it kind of goes into like the like he's like addicted to like. Women like lust because he has a girlfriend and like I guess he was cheating, so it kind of goes into that. But I love this song.
Yeah, I don't. This is another one I don't remember.
You probably don't. You probably don't.
Man, I listened to this back. I need to like listen like track by track. And
I listen to it a lot. I listened to it at least like 6 or 7 times.
Yeah, I listened to this 3 times total.
If I didn't like the album, I probably couldn't do that though.
Yeah,
because this album is long. Yeah. All right, so I think the first 3 songs I love. Then we get to Die Hard.
It's the first pop song on the album, and it's
just like it's definitely not a song for me. I don't know. No. It's just like R&B kind of, and like the performances by I wrote down everybody the guest features. It's BLXST Blex and Amanda Reefer. Reefer playing.
Reefer.
It's just like boring. It's the worst.
It's just forgettable.
I think it's the worst song on the album.
Yeah,
this is the only song I probably like really skip and like I didn't get anything from it.
I gotta make a playlist. I'm gonna make the director's cut.
Yeah. I didn't get anything from it. Yeah. I couldn't even like read the lyrics. It's just like boring.
Yeah.
And it's just like another song where he's like kind of singing.
It's just forget it. There's nothing memorable about it. I just remembered that I didn't like it. When I was like going through, I was like making a list of all the songs that I didn't like because the first time I was like, yeah, something's just not working about this album for me, and I wasn't sure what it was. And it's the fact that there's just a lot of weak spots like this one.
Yeah, this one is definitely the weakest for me. Yeah. I just didn't like I couldn't even read the lyrics. Like every other song I was interested in reading the lyrics.
Yeah.
Couldn't even tell you what the song is about.
It doesn't even have that many lyrics. It's not that. It's very, very rap. It's light on the rap. Mm-hmm. I think it's just mostly R&B. I don't even know if there was any. Was there any real verses at all? I can't even remember.
That was my criticism. Like, just get rid of it. You don't need it, man. You are such a great.
I think he wants to make it, man. I think
why you don't need. He doesn't need to. It's so great though. His rapping.
Well, I think it's better than I'd rather he has a feature. Well, he has the featured singers on it,
and like the features is not really.
But they're just boring. I think if the song was more interesting, if you're gonna go all poppy, like make the production more interesting. It's just really flat and dull, and yeah, it's the worst song on the album. I agree. Okay. It's the worst.
That's good. That's like the only song I'm like. I'm good.
Yeah, I didn't care for it.
I really I'm good. I had never heard it before in my life. Okay, now another song I actually really like.
Oh, Father Time?
It's Father Time.
Yeah, that one was good too.
Now, a good feature. You ever heard of Sampha? You ever heard of him before?
Don't think so.
He made one album in 2017. It's actually pretty good. I don't know if you liked his feature on this, or you remember it.
I don't really remember it too well, but I remember Kendrick's verses a lot more on this one, which is just. This is where it starts to get intense and a lot about into the themes of the album, like family and.
His his father issues.
I love this one. It's talking about toxic masculinity and how he had to hide his emotions and shit and not express emotions as a kid and not because he didn't want to be weak. I like that, and it's how it created problems for him later on in his own family with his partner. So this one was great. I think this one's another song on the album that. It's definitely gonna make the director's cut. Director's cut. No, it was great. You should have been in place of Kendrick, man. He's terrible. No, he's an artist. He's making decisions, but yeah, I definitely think this is one I could see myself listening to it again for sure. It was great. Yeah, I thought it was great. The lyrics, the rapping, the feature. And I don't really remember the production, but I remember it being good. I think the piano, actual piano and all the excerpts of it was great in this album. Oh yeah. When they were using it was great. Yeah. So next one. All right, now this is a surprise. Now in this album, Pharaoh, you know who Kodak Black is? You ever heard of him before? No. So Mr. Mushmouth himself, I think he's one of the poster boys for the mumble rap, and it look. Mr. Mushmouth himself.
That's what I think of. I've seen interviews with him in it. He just seems like a goofball, like kind of like I'm not saying he's an idiot, but he's kind of like dull. But I was like,
sounds like you're calling him stupid.
I'm sorry. I'm not. I am really not calling you stupid. But like this, it's the interlude of him. And he's kind of not. He's not rapping. He's kind of like just like it's like a spoken word, and like I'm like when I seen this like what is he doing here with Kendrick? And he does say that in the interlude. So I was fine with it. I was fine. I know you probably. I don't know.
I just didn't really care for it. Yeah.
I guess it's like
It's just
polar
like,
opposites come together. I think that's what he's trying to show, or like I don't know. It doesn't bother me. It's something that's like it's a short interlude.
It just feels like it's another part of this album that like you cut it, it's fine.
That's what he's going for, I guess.
I don't know.
It's not like I love or hate it. I thought I was gonna hate it, and I just didn't hate it.
Yeah, I don't really hate it either.
Yeah.
I don't really even hate like Rich Spirit tried that comes after. I just don't care for it.
Oh yeah, Rich Spirit is next. Yeah,
you cut it out, and I think
I actually like this song though.
I actually like the lyrics throughout the whole album. I think the lyrics on this one are cool. Even the part where he's like, bitch, I'm attractive. That's this one, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought that was kind of funny, but
it is comedic. Like, stop playing with me before I turn you to a song.
Yeah, I like that. I like his like delivery too. Actually, I think he's in character a lot, and there's a lot more of that on this album too, which he didn't really do on Damn as much. He did it a lot on Butterfly, but not as much on Damn.
Different inflection of the voice. Yeah, I like that. People don't like that. I like that.
I love that.
The character of that.
It elevates it so much to me.
Yeah, it's not the same. He's not the same flow or delivery or tone of voice.
Yeah.
It's like, playing characters. I like that.
I love that shit. Especially, this is not just hip-hop, but it's, like, theater at this point. That's why I like it.
It's theatrical, yes.
So I like that about Rich Spirit, but I
didn't love it, though, either.
Yeah, it's just boring, like, the way it sounds,
repetitive.
Exactly.
Like, maybe it was shorter or, like, more into it, like, there's progression. Because in other songs, they're like that. Just, like, slow progression.
Yeah, exactly.
There's more going on. So, but I did like it's a good song, I think.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's not the worst song on the album. That's still Die Hard.
100%. Clout Chasing Hell of the Disease, brother. I like how he says brother in this for some reason. I don't know. It was just funny to me.
Yeah.
Okay, one of the best songs I think it's Cried Together.
My favorite song.
Okay, it's your favorite song.
Album.
It's not really. To me, it's not really much of a song. It's more like just a play.
I think that's what I was thinking. Yeah, it reminds me of just like theater, but that's why I like it. It's just so. I mean, it's intense.
Yeah,
and it gets ugly and bad, and I'm like, fuck, I want to get out of here.
Produced by The Alchemist. You know who that is?
He did the
Billy Woods.
Yeah, Haram.
Yes. Haram.
What was it called? Arm & Hammer?
Arm & Hammer, yeah. Hammer. Okay, I wasn't sure. Yeah,
I remember, yeah.
He's like the best producer going on, and he does really well with this. But
that makes sense,
The star of this is like this, just you explain it since it's your favorite song.
Yeah, no, I mean it sounds like a domestic dispute. The Taylor Page is her name, right?
Yeah, I have it right. She's an actress.
That makes sense.
Yeah, she does really good.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's very convincing, and Kendrick is convincing.
Yeah, Kendrick is too, and they go in, and I don't know like how much of this is like him and his life, or if this is happening with other people. It feels like very real.
I think it feels there's some truth to this.
It reminds me of some of the things we see in this apartment complex. I'll just say
yes.
that.
It's too real.
It's too real.
We've seen it live in color.
Yes.
Or heard it in live in color.
But I love this song. It reminds me kind of like Kim from.
I was gonna say that.
I can't believe you. Oh,
yes, I swear I wrote this down.
That's what it reminds me of. Is Kim. Yeah, which I know he likes Eminem a lot, so that makes sense.
Oh, he does. Oh yeah.
He cited him as an influence before.
Yeah, this is a great. Yeah, that reminded me. I'm glad you said that.
That was my first thought when I heard it. I was like, it reminds me of Kim from Marshall Mathers LP.
It's kind of more like a play, or just not really a song.
And the theme is similar.
Super dark. It's not as dark, I guess.
Yeah, he's not murdering anybody, but I think the implications are a lot darker though, because like. It just like they get into a fight, essentially the couple, and at the end they just fuck the pain away. They don't actually solve any of the problems.
Yeah,
they're tap dancing around the conversation. I love the pun.
Yeah.
No, it was great. I think this is my favorite song on the album. It's not really, like you said, it's not really a song, but I can see it just like, man, it just blows me away. I love when music can innovate and do different stuff, and I never hear anything like this.
Except for Kim, that's the only thing
I could think of. They compare it to, and
that
was 20 years ago.
I might be able, not the emotional intensity, but like kind of people are like having a conversation in a song. I could probably show you some of that.
Yeah,
it's like a couple of songs I could think of, but it's not that intense.
Yeah,
as like Kim or this. Yeah, that's We Cried Together. It's one of my favorite songs, definitely.
Yeah, I think it might be. I don't know.
It's
I
hard
think
to
it's my
listen to
favorite.
sometimes because it's so like emotional.
Yeah,
it's like, oh man,
it's a little too real.
It's too real, and then
Yeah.
like, and you know, at the end, like they're like making up. It's like it's just a cycle. If you're like arguing like that in that song for real, you need to go to some counseling.
Break up.
Look,
just
I
break up.
do that stuff for foreplay. All right, I do that. Look, that kind of stuff is foreplay only, role playing. But if you're serious, get some help, okay?
Yeah, it's dark. It's some dark shit. So I really like that it talks about that though, because I think it's a big problem in you know, relationships in general, and yeah.
Like the truth comes out, like, you know, you built up tension in a relationship. You gotta communicate, because stuff like that happens, and then you run out with a knife in hand and your laptop, and that's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. This is not real life.
Yeah, We Cry Together. It's a good one. Also, we're going to Purple Hearts.
Yeah, we were talking about this a little bit. You didn't really like it, right? No. I liked the song. It was alright. But I think you're right. It could have just been. It didn't need to be there.
No.
I like the refrain, like "Shut the fuck up" when you hear love talking. But
yeah,
after hearing that song and then that, it just doesn't fit.
I like the lyrics of like I said, like everything, especially that part, like, and something about when you hear the plug talking and all the rhymes. I like the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
But
it was just like
even Ghostface Killer's like verse is just kind of I expected
just
more.
There. I mean, he's like
old.
50, man.
I know, but he's like
in the.
I've listened to stuff from him, like probably even
recently?
like 2016ish, you know. And it's still good.
I mean, he's just look. I don't care, man. It's Ghostface. He's
there.
He's
I'm
just
glad
rapper, to see him.
But
I'm just glad to see he's still alive and doing well. That's I can't criticize like his newest, especially a feature. I thought he was fine.
Oh, he's fine for sure.
Yeah.
It's nothing
like, oh my god.
It's not cringy. It's not amazing. Mm-hmm. It's just it's like and not even as bad as Die Hard, I'd say. But I just forget about it. You know, I won't listen to this one on its own ever. I don't.
No, I'll probably just throughout the album, but by itself, I'm not gonna fast forward to the Ghostface Killer. I just listen to his album.
Yeah.
Then so we are into this too. I mean, I guess the first one's called The Big Steppers and is actually narrated by his partner Whitney. Yeah. That's why I looked it up. And then the next one, Mr. Morale, is narrated by Eckhart Tolle. I guess that's like somebody that he spoke to after. Because I think like he went to see a therapist.
There's some of the voices on what's it called? I don't remember it's like later in the album. It's like one of the last couple songs where he talks about like the pain bodies, right?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
So he's a spiritual teacher. I guess that's his spiritual teacher. Okay, so the first song of this too is "Count Me Out." I guess it deals with like him like not loving himself, like putting himself down. I do see the one part I really like the song is like I'm tripping and falling, like that the first part of the song, because it kind of changes into like a different beat.
I like the beginning.
I like the beginning a lot. But then like it changes and I didn't really like that part as much. No. And he's singing in this.
It just
it bothered me.
It felt very Drake.
I know it's hard.
And that's why I don't like it, man. This is why that one's one of my least favorite too. It just it seems like it's just pop music. I don't even mind the lyrics. I mean, it's better than like Way Too Sexy, but
don't say that. Don't ever say that. That is the greatest song of all time. He's way too sexy, man. He's sexy.
Oh, I didn't get it. He only said it like 30 times in the beginning. So.
All right, let's dumb ourselves down. Let's continue to talk about Kendrick.
Let's talk about like real artists. You know,
But I like the message of the song, but the song itself, I wish it just kept the same beat or like expand on it instead of like changing it to like I guess the more synth heady or
it's just generic, man.
I
just hear that beat. I swear to God, I hear that same beat in like every hip hop artist today.
And they don't really do much of it. I mean, do much to it in this song. So it's just like if you just have that, and then you have like him singing, just like this is the recipe for disaster. That's just me.
So that's another weak one. I think that one might be the weakest one on the album for me, besides Die Hard, if not the weakest.
If it didn't have that first part, I think I would hate it even more. But Die Hard, I don't like at all.
Yeah.
Then we get into Crown. I like Crown more. He's talking about I Can't Please Everybody.
I love this one.
Oh, you love? I don't love it.
Yeah.
You know why I like it a lot though.
You know why I love it? The piano.
The piano is great.
And the fact that there's just like there's no percussion, right?
No.
I love that. I love how he's like making rhythm without an actual beat. I just don't really hear that in hip hop a lot, or music even.
Mm-hmm.
If they're gonna be rapping or doing spoken word,
okay.
like usually there's some kind of beat at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Like a
some
drum
kind
beat,
of
yeah.
something. Even like spoken word shit. Like I very rarely hear this sort of thing where it's just like
I gotta show you some
light
songs.
piano and I just love it. I love that approach, and
I've
it
heard
just
some
feels
stuff like this.
very intimate.
Mhm.
You know.
I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that part. The singing, man. I don't know. I just don't. I thought the piano was fucking great. The progression at the end is great, but like I don't know. It just his singing, man. I don't.
It just doesn't really bother me.
It bothers me. I don't know why. Because I know I just like his rapping more. He doesn't have really the sound voice like for singing.
He's not really a good singer. I mean, he's not like Kanye bad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kanye can't sing for shit.
I think Kanye's better than him.
No.
I think so.
Kanye, have you ever heard Kanye really sing though?
No,
without
not
like
really.
auto tune?
Okay, I'm talking about on the record. Okay,
You gotta see him sing Bohemian Rhapsody. Like,
I can't wait to hear that.
oh, that is the worst thing I've ever heard. He's a bad singer. I think Kendrick's a better singer, but yeah, he's not a singer.
I just don't want it.
It's
he's
not
just so great.
It's not game breaking for me. You know what I mean?
It's game breaking sometimes for me. Okay, I want you to rap.
Speaking of game breaking,
Oh, this song, I like this song, man.
man.
Oh, his next song, Silent Hill.
You see,
I actually like the song.
if he's gonna make it, yeah, well, because it's called Silent Hill. If
That's
you're
not
gonna
the
make a
reason why.
song called Silent Hill, why doesn't it sound creepy? It just sounds it's so generic. I want a song called. Why is it called Silent Hill?
Well, I think because he wants silent. I don't know if they're really referencing the song. I mean, the game.
What else in the world is known as Silent Hill? Besides the game.
Okay, I wish it was creepy.
Yes.
I do. I still like the song. Okay, I like it.
It's so
I like the
forgettable.
push it. Wait, you say pushing these niggas like it's comedic to me. I thought it was funny. It's
funny. I like
it's
his
catchy.
character.
It's
Yeah.
catchy, and Kodak Black was fine with it. He's fine in the song. Okay, I thought I was gonna hate it, but it's nothing memorable with that. I don't love the song. I like it. Okay, I thought I was gonna hate it, but I like
It's
it.
fat. It's fat that could be.
No,
trimmed.
I like
Yeah.
the song. I like the song. It's not better than the other pop songs.
It's not making the cut.
No,
Not
it's making the cut.
The
All right.
Tagani cut.
Oh, the cook
The
cut.
Snyder cut.
I like the song. All right.
Yeah.
And that's one of the songs I thought she didn't like. So.
No, I didn't like that one. Yeah.
All right. So Baby Keem, or AKA Baby Kendrick, is on the next song.
Yeah.
Savior
Who is
Interlude.
Baby Keem?
Baby Keem?
Who is this Baby Keem?
I guess that's his cousin.
Okay.
He was on that Family Ties song that he did. I see. Like, yeah, it was a feature. Kendrick
Family
was.
Ties.
Yeah, I'll show you. He just.
I think I do know that
I
song.
thought you were about to hit me, man.
I know that. You mean Kendrick was featured on his song?
Mm-hmm.
I think I did hear that one. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just like whatever to me.
You know, I kind of like. I
like the lyrics, but
the first time I heard like this
Mm-hmm.
song,
You thought
yeah,
it
I
was-
felt the same way. I just like enough of the features. Get back to Kendrick, you know. But the more I heard it, yeah, I like this interlude a lot. Actually, it's just I didn't mean the words are just good. You know,
It's
lyrically really good, and it's fast too. It's something that like I didn't really care for at first. I think because I couldn't even like comprehend everything. But yeah, no, I'm excited to hear more of Baby Keem.
Baby Keem.
Baby, sweet Baby Keem.
I mean, I think he's the next Kendrick, man. Look, I don't know
about that
yeah.
yet, but
Yeah, I just.
no, it's solid. No, it's a solid. But yeah, you're right though. I do wish he'd just get back to his stuff.
I'm really rough on features, especially
you
when
are.
it's just like a solo song when they feature.
Yeah,
like,
Kendrick isn't
their
even on
family.
the interlude, is it?
Yeah, I'm really rough on that stuff, and like it was good, but I want to hear Kendrick.
Yeah, I can feel that. I can understand that.
So and you're gonna have so many songs on here already. Do you really need it? So the song next song is Savior. Man, I wish this beat could have saved it. I do not like this beat, and it kind of ruined it for me. But I do like the
Gotta
lyrics.
listen to it. It's cool,
I don't like it.
man. God damn it, man.
It doesn't.
You gotta cut that part.
I
out.
rather him just have nothing, like just a piano, and then that. I don't know. I just didn't like it, and I like experimental beats. It just didn't work for me.
Oh.
You liked it, huh?
Yeah, it's cool.
You liked the beat.
Yeah, I don't even know what's
I'm
funny
surprised
too.
you like that.
I am too, because I don't really like clapping. I fucking hate clapping.
I think that's another reason.
Like
why.
when I hear clapping in songs, I'm like, except for like Earth, Wind, and Fire,
Yeah,
I hate it.
I actually hate
Cut
it
that
too.
shit out.
It just didn't like the clapping. Like
I think it's cool in this one. It's like it reminds me of the tapping that's going on throughout the whole album, like that tap dancing.
well, this
I
tap
think it's
it was
cool.
bad tap dancing to me.
I don't know. I like it.
But I do like the lyrics in it. Like
Yeah.
how he's like, oh, Kendrick made you think, and he's
Yeah.
not your savior. I like he goes
Yeah,
through
I like
the
he
artists.
goes through, yeah, and all the people who are seen as like big figures in
Yeah,
the
role
black
models.
community, and just reminding them that like that they can't save you, that you gotta save yourself. I like that. It's empowering in a way. Like it takes away power from the idealism of like idols and stuff and figures, and gives it back to the people itself who are like capable of helping themselves get through the issues that they have. I like that. It's humbling.
Look, humble. See, I like the lyrics a lot, man. It's just like just listening to it. It's just like I'd rather just listen to the lyrics, I guess, or just a different beat.
It's okay.
That's just me.
It's okay to be wrong, man.
I can't be wrong when it comes to hip hop. Okay, I am the hip hop head. Now after this game.
I don't think there's any bad songs that come out.
After this, greatness.
Yeah, I mean, so I'm talking like maybe some of the best shit he's ever put out.
I agree.
Honestly, it's visceral. It's very poignant emotionally. Especially the next one is the one I'm thinking of, right?
Oh, I love this song.
This competes with my favorite on the album too. It's so fucking good.
I think it might just the story he's told.
Yeah,
I think it's one of his best stories. Oh my god.
Yeah.
So great. So it's Diaries.
Yeah.
So he counts. So this is about like gender fluidity. So his aunt transitioned into like from a woman to a man.
Yeah.
And then like he was inspired by her. Like she was kind of like made fun of. Like they talk about the the F word, faggot, and like how like the little kids like make fun of it. And then his aunt influenced his uncle to transition, and then his cousin. His cousin transitioned, and then
into a woman.
Yeah, like Demetrius is Mary Ann now. I'm like, whoa, that is haunting. Like every time he says like Demetrius, it's just something about it. It's just like, whoa, he is Mary Ann now. And then like it goes into like because he's very religious, Kendrick and his family, and like the preacher is like pointing out Demetrius, his cousin. It's like, oh, he's the abomination. He's kind of like Demetrius is Mary Ann. I was like, man. And then like the final part of the song, he talks about like, do you know what happened where he brought up the white girl?
Yeah, I looked into that part. Yeah, about her saying the N-word on stage.
He got mad at her for saying the N-word.
Yeah,
but then like his cousin was like, oh, you don't want that, but
you can't say faggot.
Yeah. So it's like a contradiction, like being a hypocrite. It made him think. He's like, oh man, I gotta really think about that. And like it's done so beautifully. Yeah. You know what it reminded me of? It kind of reminded me of the Blacker the Berry, where he's like kind of himself like a hypocrite. Is like like how America treats black people, and then like at the end he's like, oh, I'll kill a nigger quick and whatever. Hypocrite. So it kind of reminded me of that.
Yeah.
So I love this song. It's one of his best songs.
Oh yeah, no, I think so too. It's just so heartfelt, and I don't really hear a lot of songs that talk about transphobia.
No, not
especially at all. From like a hip hop artist, and especially in like the black community. I think it's awesome. I think it's great to hear that and to hear it displayed like in a popular album.
Yeah, this is probably the most popular album of the year.
I guess it's debatable whether he needed to say that word all that much, but I think it's used to good effect.
It's appropriate. I think it's appropriate.
I'm fine with it personally, but I think I can see people having issues with it.
Hey, man.
But, I think it gets the point across, and I think it's a beautiful message. I think, honestly, this is one of those songs on the album I was like, this one got me. And it's emotional. Because, he was, like you said, inspired by his uncle, right? And he felt bad for not really, like, supporting those people when he, like, when they first came out, because he was an ignorant kid. And I like that. I like how, like, I think he mentioned something, if it's not in this one, where Savior, maybe it's Mr. Morale, but he talks about cancel culture, too, and how people, there's like one line, it's like one throwaway line in one of those songs, I can't even remember.
It says it in Worldwide Steppers, I wrote that down. I forgot to mention that,
Yeah, but I think it has a lot to do with the idea of, like, giving people, not putting them on a pedestal, and giving them a chance to grow and change and that sort of thing.
You have an opinion, and, like, you might as well write your will online.
Yeah, because I think, like, if you look back at, like, things I thought of when I was a kid, I was not really a good person. Like, I thought shit until I got to college and became more educated about stuff. Like,
you gotta give people a chance to change and like change their ideas.
Learn. Yeah. So I like that. I like that he addresses that. Maybe stuff we did when we were younger wasn't great, and we were conditioned by the world we live in. And my experience is different than his for sure. But I think that the message overall holds up and it's pretty universal. So yeah, it's a beautiful song. Awesome.
All right, I love that one. I loved it. It was a great story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Then I love this song too, Mr. Morale.
That was a good one.
Produced by Pharrell Williams. I love Pharrell Williams. Why am I saying Pharrell? Pharrell's production. I just haven't wrote this down. Yeah, I really like the song. Like the beat is fucking great. Like the ominous like like
it feels.
That should have been Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should have been that.
It feels epic and like it's rising and building to something. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like that that beat is so fucking great.
Yeah.
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 I mean, the lyrics is great as well. I can't remember the lyrics right now, but
no, I can't either.
I
thought it had an epic feel. I think it's the most epic sounding song on the album. It just makes you feel amped and ready, and it's a perfect placement too. I think towards the end, it's climactic and big, and just another great. Honestly, like these last few tracks are all great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this next song.
This one I think probably takes the cake throughout the whole thing as being the most like emotionally poignant and
one of his best.
It's hard to fucking listen to.
Bro,
man.
I was tearing up today.
Yeah,
to it.
It's sad, man.
Man, you can talk about it, man. It's just hard to talk about.
Well, okay,
there's so much to talk about.
Yeah, he details a lot, but like he talks about how one, not only was his mom sexually abused when she was younger, but also he was like his cousin was like accused of touching him or something, and then he lied and said, or he said that no, he didn't touch me or whatever. He said it a few times, and then caused his whole thing like a falling out within his family and. It's a whole lot, but it talks about sexual assault for him, his mom, and just people in general in the communities, and how, and even rappers that probably been sexually assaulted, and they just
hiding by tattoos and chains, and like he can tell that.
And I was
they have traumas. I
think it was on Genius where I was looking at the lyrics. They said that there's a statistic of like I don't even know what it was, like 20% of black women are raped or something. It was something high and really scary like
super high, yes.
And I just like was kind of shocked by that. I don't know why, but
I'm not surprised by that. Unfortunately,
I wish I was less surprised at how prevalent it is, but but it's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful love letter of trying to like move forward and heal, and like he talks again about those pain bodies and how like it just stays with you, affects you, and all that. And I mean, and I love the feature on this one. It's Beth Gibbons, right, from Portishead.
My God. Like every time
she's beautiful chorus, and it's just haunting. Yes. Yeah, this
like,
one might be.
I don't want to be myself.
This one actually might be the best song on the album.
I think it might be the best song, like, but it's just hard to listen to, man.
It's
it's a good song if you can't hardly listen to it. Yeah, like I'm heartless, and I was fucking. Like,
you are heartless. You
getting emotional. I was like, damn, and like also like there's more to the song because he's talking.
Yeah, there's a whole lot more too. It's just spitting shit out. That's what I remember offhand.
I remember like he was talking about because his partner like Whitney, like, and it's in the album too. Like he's talking about how like he doesn't indulge in like alcohol or drugs.
Oh yeah,
but he indulges in like lust and like women, and like that was like really messed up his relationship. So I was like, yeah, I can see how that can be a thing.
Oh yeah, he says something about feeling it sober is different too.
Yeah, like guilt.
Man, I feel that.
Guilt. Yeah, I was like, yeah, you never felt guilt when you felt it sober, and that is 100% true because people fall into like drugs and alcohol and like try to deal with their guilt.
Helps cope.
But once you get clean and you just have the guilt, that's just you.
It's a lot to deal with.
That is a lot, and that's just reminds me of so many past experiences and all that.
Yeah,
it's just too much.
It is really a rough song to listen to, but man, it is good.
This is what music is for. You can get the good and the bad. It's different spectrums.
I love how he's just being intimate and bare with us.
Yeah,
I mean, it just feels really.
The whole
raw.
world's gonna hear this.
Yeah. I can imagine that, like putting yourself out
most
there
intimate
like
details of his life.
I feel like when I write music, I mean, sometimes I get really bare like that, but a lot of times I cover shit in metaphor. And
oh no, you know exactly what he's
there's no really room for metaphor here. It seems, I mean, it could be, but I think it's, if I had to guess, it's just straightforward and very raw and real, and I appreciate it. It's and yeah, I think this I think these last couple songs probably some of the best he's ever done.
Oh yeah,
honestly,
I agree. Yeah, and like hopefully it like helps people that listen to it. Yeah, that's going through similar stuff to like. I
feel like all these songs will. Those last few songs are very big on the scope. I think of how universally they could appeal to people and make people feel
very important to listen to.
Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah.
And I thought the closer after that is great. It's a great closer. Kind of reminds you of like Real. It's more like inspirational, positive. Mirror. It's called Mirror. I forgot what he says is I choose myself or something like that.
Yeah, I choose myself.
Sorry, I choose myself. It's kind of like a good positive closer
Yeah.
to the album. I thought it was appropriate to me.
Yeah, it feels kind of like a little bit.
Yeah, I felt like that too.
Yeah.
But I love that. Like the last 5 songs, I love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that the overall sound was interesting. It's like he made one album and then threw a bunch of pop albums in at the last second.
Yeah.
It's weird, you know?
Yeah, there some of the songs are just like, you could have cut it. I think it could have been so much better. I thought it was great, but it could have been close to that.
Yeah, it could have been.
Yeah.
It could have been.
So, that's the album. Oh yeah, and also in Mother I Sober, like when he's like rapping throughout, it's just kind of sounds like downtrodden, like just kind of like whispering,
very,
like
what's the word? Crestfallen.
Yes, but like towards the end, I like that word. Towards the end, like he's kind of like it ramps up. Towards the end.
Production ramps up too.
Yeah,
that's cool. So
and then you go into the mirror and it reflects that. See, that's how you make a song within the album. I love it. I love that, man. It makes it worth it.
No, it was a great choice. Great. Honestly, the last 5 songs I love so much, man. I think it's
some of his best.
Some of his best for sure.
So yeah, that was the album review.
Miles Morales,
and
the Big Spiders. You're not gonna be able to say the real title anymore.
I hate you so much. Okay, so you have a score for this, or you?
I've been like teetering on a couple scores, and I think after 3 listens, and it might change over time, but the score I'm gonna settle on for right now, and I hope this isn't too generous, but I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. And I say that because the songs that are really good on it, I'm gonna dig in again. I'm gonna listen to them a lot, and then the reason it's not higher than that, the reason it's not even close to like Butterfly or even Mad City, it's just so many songs I fucking hate it, or just don't care about.
Yeah,
and they're just super forgettable. You could cut them, like you said, make them B-sides, put in like one of those little B-side EPs or whatever. But I mean, Kendrick, he's the best out there. Easily the best rapper that is out there in like the mainstream. And,
oh yeah, definitely.
I don't know anybody who's got more technical proficiency than him, and he's still an artist. He's making shit that's like interesting. I think like We Cry Together is a very good example of like he's not like, he knows what he can do, and he's gonna push the limit and push the bar, and he's still experimenting, and I like that. He's not just settling for pop music, like some people. Drake.
He's not to be named, okay?
And he's not like, he's not going too far with it either to where the music is just dumb like Kanye either. I think Kanye's newer shit, I'm sorry, it just sucks. Like, it's just art for art's sake, and it's not nearly as good as his old stuff. I think Kendrick's balancing all of it really well. So, 8 out of 10. I'm going to leave it at that. What's your...
I'm surprised you like it as much.
I mean, yeah, no, I think what's really good is really good. Like I said, it's just like, there's a lot of fluff, a lot of weak shit.
There's fluff. I agree.
But I give a lot of albums that have a lot of fluff still a really good score and a good rating sometimes. Like, so I did that with St. Vincent. I do with a lot of people. They have weak tracks sometimes.
Sanctifying it, you would say. No, I was joking.
No, I'm not sanctifying. I'm not sanctifying it. It might be the best album of the year, or it's on par with a couple. I have a couple I've listened to where I'm like not sure. There's nothing sticking out to me this year as a masterpiece. It's an absolute masterpiece. Not even this one, but I'd say it's pretty good. So it might be the best album I've heard so far this year.
I'm pretty close to that. I give it, but I think I like it more than you. It's 8.5. I can't give it a 9.
You just have to be different. Eh?
No, I swear I like.
You're a contrarian, and that's fine.
There's like 2 or 3 songs where I was like, man, this does not to be here. Like Die Hard. I wish Savior was better. Count Me Out. I guess Purple Hearts is kind of like whatever. And the interludes are just whatever.
Yeah.
The singing was but like, the songs when the first 3 songs, United by Grieve, N95, Worldwide Steppers, all great.
Yeah, he just gets you going. Yeah.
We Cry Together, Mr. Morale, all the last end of this, it puts it up a lot because that's some of the best songs he's ever made.
I agree.
So yeah, it's inconsistent, but I wish I think we were talking about it should have just been one album, not a double album.
Yeah. Or if it's gonna be a double album, put all the pop songs on one, so I can just skip that disc.
Skip that disc. Just make your own playlist, man.
That's what I'm about to do that, and
That's
I'm gonna
what
love it so much more.
Yeah, I love the themes. What they talk about. He talks about in this album. He doesn't just like he's not just a victim. He looks at himself and like how he can be better. And he looks outside and then outside and how it relates to him. He does that so well. He did it so well in like all his albums, especially this one. And this one is great too.
Yeah.
Like we were talking about, it's about family. It's more centered on that than like the wider scope of things. And hopefully people listen to this. It's just not listening to it just for like, you know, the good rhymes. You take what he says in some of these songs and like probably implement it in your own life and like try to look at yourself.
Yeah. You know what I wonder now I'm thinking about how we're talking about it? Like maybe, you know, part of his approach is that he'll put those popular songs on the album to get the people to listen to the album.
That is true.
Even if they're not maybe into the stuff
and
we're
I hope
into that emotional, like, I don't know if that's his intention or not, but maybe that's part of it. You know, maybe.
I hope so. That'd be cool. That's a good idea. Because at the end of the day, if that helps people, that's great.
Because maybe they wouldn't even listen to it if they weren't going to check out, you know, but maybe like when they hear like I like this beat and this really basic Drake style beat, then maybe they're going to be more, you know, influenced to listen to the whole thing.
It's like, and then, you know, so a lot of people don't like songs like, you know, Anti-Diaries and Mother I Sober.
Or Crown or any of that shit. Like, it's not, you know, they can't blare it in their car or whatever and get the same effect. So I think, maybe I don't know if that's
that'd be cool if he actually does. I feel like that's in him. I think, but you know, we don't know unless it was him. We know him personally.
It also could just be like maybe he just wants to give everybody a little taste of what, you know, works, because like I said, he's done like all kind of stuff throughout his career, like with Mad City all the way to Damn, and it's different. But I hear a lot of it on this album, so maybe that's all part of it too. It's just a culmination of all that, you know. But yeah.
Anything else for you?
No, I think honestly it's a solid album. If you guys like Kendrick, you're gonna love it.
Yes.
I think he's back to form, and
hopefully he's not there 5 years.
Honestly, I hope he waits. Because I think this one was so much better than Damn, which was only a 2-year wait.
That is true.
Man,
yes.
I don't give a fuck. If I gotta wait 10 years, I'm a Tool fan, okay? I don't care.
Yeah.
I am fine with waiting. If it's gonna be good, man, I don't give. You take as long as you fucking need, man.
It needs to be a masterpiece every single time.
Do you know how many artists are out there in the world? You can just listen to another artist while you wait, man.
Is it another Kendrick Lamar though?
No, it's not.
That's
hip hop. I don't know a lot about too many good hip hop artists these days.
Newer ones. There's some really good ones, but there's not a lot of Kendrick Lamar.
Most of them are indie for sure, if they are. But yeah, I think though, I mean, just explore more music while you wait, man. I think if he's gotta wait another 5-7 years, go ahead, man. Take your time.
Stop saying 7, man.
If
10
you gotta
years.
wait another 20 years,
man. Okay,
I think an artist is better.
I'm just joking. I don't care.
I think the less is more approach is better. So I think if they put out like 5 great albums and they retire, that's fine by me.
I'm fine with that.
I'm fine with that. Because I think that's why I tend to like think about like Lauryn Hill and shit. Like, she didn't even have that many albums.
She had like 2. 3, I'm sorry, 3.
2 with Fugees and 1 solo, right? And then I guess 1 MTV Unplugged.
That don't count.
All right, it doesn't even count. So
man,
she has such a legacy.
That is too much. Okay, that's 20 plus years. I need another album. All right, man. I don't care.
I would like another Lauryn Hill album too. But my point is, like, I think less is more is sometimes better. And when you have like, I think so. It was worth the wait for me. It was 5 years. I think this is worth the wait. And if he's got to make us wait a little bit longer for another one, then fine. Because you know what? I feel like with Butterfly, I listen to it now, and I hear new shit all the time on this album that's been out since 2015. Because there's all these fucking lyrics. I can't comprehend it all at once. So I can listen to it over and over again. So I'll probably do the same thing with this album. I'll be like, listen to this for years to come and like hear shit, and I'm like, oh, man, I didn't even catch that before.
Like that Die Hard. Let's not talk.
And on that note,
let's just stop it now. I don't want to go.
I'll see you in the next dimension. Peace.
You're fired.